All right, everybody, what's going on? It's Thundershot. Welcome to the battle to determine the strongest fusion. We are running a tournament today. It is a 16-entrant tournament. It is every fused character we could find in Dragon Ball Super. In Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. We rounded it out to a 16-man bracket. We could have added a couple more fusions that are like technically fusions, kind of not really, to stretch it out. But 16 is a good round number. It makes for a good, solid bracket. So without further ado, let's dive into the battle. I will be explaining why everybody here is in the fusions tournament for those of you who may be confused as to why they're in a fusions tournament. But yeah, who is the strongest fusion in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero? Round 1, fight 1. We have none other than Super Saiyan Blue Vegito and...
There will be no mercy. Now come at me.
Second form Cell.
Better watch your step, buddy, or I might end up killing you first.
Also known as Semi-Perfect Cell. Semi-Perfect Cell making the cut for the Fusion Tournament, obviously, because this is base form Cell fused with Android 18. 18? 17? This is 17, wasn't it? Fused with Android 17. We are having this matchup in the World Tournament area, but we've already evacuated the crowd on account of they would be fucking dying right now if we hadn't. And yeah, welcome to the Fusion Tournament, everybody. This is the third tournament we've ran. We've ran one tournament that had, the most recent tournament had all of the big characters in it. Every giant character in the game was involved in it. The tournament before that had literally everybody else, every character in all of Sparking Zero. It wasn't permanently stuck in a big character form.
Taste the power.
Taste the power of Captain Crunch. All right, I like this stage. I like this map. I feel like there's not a lot to like get in the way in a super annoying fashion, but you could still, destructibles are always nice. I'm a big fan of being able to blow stuff up. This match should be a wash. We have Super Saiyan Blue Vegito taking on second form Cell. We all know how this goes, all right? And Vegito actually starts off with an extra bar of health, as the fusions tend to do, at least some of the fusions. Some of the, we'll call them less powerful fusions, i.e. second form Cell, don't, but he's gone sparking. Second form Cell's gone sparking. And Vegito's gonna pay! Oh, it's an explosion. Never mind. Don't fly into it. No way he flies into it. Okay, he flew through it. And there's no, he blew himself up. That was his sacrificial explosion. I thought he'd get fat or something. That is the quickest fight we've ever had in Sparking Zero CPU fights history. Good lord, I didn't even get a chance to explain all the rules. Oh me, oh my. All right, we will be back with fight number 2 in round 1 coming up next. All right, here we are back for round 2. It is Kamikalo. Piccolo fused with Kami up against Omega Shenron.
The Dragon Balls you crafted will put an end to this universe.
Don't blame me for the creation of the Dragon Balls.
Wow, they have an exchange for Piccolo and Omega Shenron. And Omega Shenron starting off heavy. Omega Shenron immediately blowing up the ground underneath Piccolo's feet. I didn't even get a chance to finish explaining the rules in Fight 1 because Cell got so scared of Vegito he blew himself up and then died. As Kamikalo starts off here. So Kamikalo counts as a fusion, obviously, because this is Piccolo fused with not only Kami, but Nail as well. All in one. So we count him as a fusion. That was also, as we remember, Nail and Kami both willingly got absorbed into Piccolo at that. Somebody who unwillingly absorbed people, we have Omega Shenron, who is fused with all the Dragon Ball, and therefore all of the dragons. We're looking at Ice, we're looking at Nova, we're looking at everybody else who was a dragon, or came from the negative Dragon Balls in the Dragon Ball GT timeline. So we are counting Omega Shenron as a fusion. I will say Omega Shenron is probably the most, ooh, what a snap vanish. I will say Omega Shenron is probably the most, I would say, out there, quote-unquote, fusion, quote-unquote, that we have. Piccolo just whiffed a point-blank special beam cannon. Because as we got to like 14, 15 fusions, we really wanted to hit the number of 16 total because that just makes for a nice even tournament bracket with 16 competitors. You typically want multiples of 8 or 4. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Big old kill ball. Piccolo's fried. He was not able to snap vanish this one. Did it just tap him and just take 2 bars of health away from him? Don't let him do it again. Okay. Piccolo, very smart to keep him from hitting sparking in this.
Don't make a sound, or it might be your last.
The other thing does not apply. Oh shit! Wait a minute. I want to commentate, but they're so breakneck. We are playing on the new difficulty, aka we're no longer playing. Oh, he got caught. He didn't get his guard up in time. Almost a bar of health done, and Piccolo is down horrendous right now, and he got kicked way far away from the battle. We are playing on the new difficulty setting. What I mean by that is, for the sake of the CPU, we are no longer point blank. Oh, we did it off. We are no longer playing on the hardest difficulty setting because the CPUs tend to do a lot of waiting and reacting. So when you have two CPUs playing against each other and they're both waiting and reacting, you're getting a lot less moves being made, and the battle, therefore, is just a lot more boring to watch. So we've cranked the difficulty down from super to strong. So it's still above normal, and it's not on weak, which, as you can see, has the action a lot more high octane, a lot more action happening, a lot less standing around doing nothing, leading to Omega Shenron to hit a couple ultimates, and he's going to put Kamikalo away. I still have not... The battles are so intense.
Consider this punishment for all your sins.
The battles are so insane and so intense, I can't even explain the rules during the fights because the fights are going so well. Anyway, shoutouts to Omega Shenron. Moving on to round 2. Kamikalo will be bowing out early in this one. All right, here we are with our next fight.
Don't think you'll leave here in one piece after seeing this form.
Kefla versus
you for a little test.
Android 13. I think it's pretty obvious why both these competitors are here in the fusion category. Both competitors also starting with an extra bar of health. I think Kefla had a half bar on him, so she had 5 bars total, and Fused Android 13 had 4.5. It's part of the fusion territory, though, as you tend to start with a little more HP. Kefla knocked all the way out of the arena and then begins charging. One thing that didn't apply to the last fight, but will apply to this fight, or could possibly apply to this fight, I am sticking with my tournament rule set of so far, where I will start competitors in their strongest form. However, they are free to de-transform if they wish, if they are capable. So I don't think, oh my god, SS Deadly Bomber. I don't think Fused Android 13 can de-transform once he hits this stage. Maybe he can, maybe he can't. But Kefla is more than capable of powering down from Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 1 or even to base. So that is something you might see. It's a trend we tend to do in these team battles in tournaments. The very first tournament we did with every character in the game, I did start everyone in base form. I kind of want to run back the every character in the game tournament. It's a lot of work. It took a lot of work to make that video, but I kind of want to run that back but have everybody in max form. Now that we kind of have a better difficulty setting we like a little bit more, I think that could be a lot of fun. Maybe in a month or two. Maybe give me a little while of uploading first before I go through that hell of every character in the game again. Super Android 13 can't charge, so he's kind of looking around like a ninny, like a turkey in the rain, drowning itself out there. Because he wants to charge, but the androids are programmed to not charge. Oh god, hello? All right, sorry for that small mishap. I'm gonna redo my capture card after this to make sure that doesn't happen again. Super Android 13 just smacked Kefla so hard she knocked out the lights. Alright, quick buff power up. He keeps trying to fly, but instead of flying, he cuts himself off by spamming the Ki Blast. This is another trap the AI will catch themselves in periodically. That can be a good move when used right. Jumping and then throwing a Ki Blast downward to spike can be a good move when used properly, but the AI tends to use it improperly a lot. Kefla easily ducking his shit. Alright, throwing hands. The knockback. Kefla up huge in this fight, by the way. I just realized. I don't know what she did to get so far ahead. I think she's just been, in general, beating his ass. She started up only a half a health bar ahead, but we'll see here as the android's buffed himself. He better dodge this, though, if he wants any chance of moving on to round 2. You can't dodge in the air. Oh, and it actually connects, and that is all she wrote. Kefla pieces up Android 13.
Too bad for you. You can only dream of being half the fighter that I am.
Oh, and of course, Super Android 13 is in the fusion category because he ate people. He didn't eat, but he fused with the other androids to get that form. Anyway, Kefla, been a really predictable tournament so far. Let's see if that changes going forward. All right, 1, 2, this is fight 4. All right, here we are for fight number 4 of round 1 in the fusion tournament. We have Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta versus... Oh, this ought to be good.
Huh. Wonder how many seconds you'll last.
My time is far more precious than yours. Do not make me waste it on tedious comment.
Fuse Zamasu versus Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, a little twist to the classic fight from the Goku Black arc. I did have, I had a talk on my Twitch chat over which form to start Zamasu in, and we ultimately decided he was technically stronger in the show. Oh shit, Stardust Breaker.
Now witness the wrath of the gods.
They collided. They collided and blew up midair. None of them overpowered the other. That was sick. ultimately decided technically in the show he was stronger in base Zamasu. Stronger base fused Zamasu than he was in, like, corrupted, his half-corrupted form. So we started him off in base, even though he can transform into corrupted if he so wishes. I do not believe there's a health benefit or anything like that. Gogeta with the craziest Kamehameha ever. Oh, we are gonna beam clash!
I shall deign to amuse you.
Oh my god, we got a sick-ass beam clash and Gogeta's gonna win it. Zamasu used a super while Gogeta used an ultimate, and Gogeta starts off way up in this one. Gogeta starts off way up in this one. Zamasu down to only a bar of health left. Divine Wrath blocked easily. Gogeta is dog-walking Zamasu. And I know landing that ultimate's got a lot to do with it.
Interesting. What a shame you are but a sideshow.
See if Zamasu's able to pull this off in any facet here. Gogeta just knocking him away. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta basically doing what Super Saiyan Blue Vegito did to him. And they both go sparking. And they both go sparking. Does Gogeta go for it again? He does! Does Zamasu try to do better than he did last time? It just connects. Zamasu just rolled over and died. Record fast fights with more health bars than we've ever seen.
Come on! You're never going to win with that pathetic little amount of effort.
That was not even remotely close, man. Here we are, fight 5. We are now on the bottom half of the bracket for round 1. Let's get into it. Super Boo, Gohan absorbed versus. Ooh, we got a Boo off.
Boo's telling me that you are pure evil.
Who are you?
All right, that's a bit of an interaction. All right, we got a bit of a Boo off here. Super Boo, Gotenks, and Gohan absorbed versus Majub from Dragon Ball GT. This fight legitimately might be kind of close. If anything, this might be one of the weird cases where somebody from Z would actually be stronger than somebody from GT. Because, like, Majub was tough, but, like, Boo, Gohan absorbed, like, Gohan and Gotenks absorbed was far and away the strongest villain Dragon Ball Z ever saw. Like, nobody was touching this guy except for Vegito, you know? And even then, it was a little iffy. Majub just flew headfirst into a Kamehameha, so it's not looking great for him. But Super Boo begins the charging process as Majub levels a building. Out in the distance, good block, but he's got to attack back. There we go, big swing. Majub could still bring this back. He's not that far down right now. He's down 1 bar of health. All right, little Boo breath. All right, the Boos are slugging it out. Ever since we cranked it to this difficulty, the fights go so much quicker. It's almost like they do more damage, but it's just because they're being so much more aggressive. They are tossing each other around out there. Can Majub mount a comeback? He loses the slugfest. Kid, you got to do something. Kid, he's chipping away. You got to do something. You got to get him away. You got to charge up. Majub needs an ultimate at this point, and he's not going to get it.
Get it now? The limitless power of a Majin.
He also was a Majin, but damn, yeah, these rounds are going lightning quick. I don't know if it's the map. I don't know if the new difficulty is just working really well, but I kind of like it. All right, we got 3 fights left in round 1. Let's get to it. All right, for our next fight, I just wanted to take a second and point out that a commenter said this in some previous videos, and I thought it was funny and also agreed. Super Baby 2 is making an appearance, and at this point, he's kind of like a little mascot for the channel. He's been in almost every single CPU fights vid that I've done, just by happenstance. Vegeta's family, the Bigs, the tournament with everybody, now the Fusion tournament. I believe he's been in another video alongside that, but he's been in almost every fight that we've seen on this channel since we started uploading Sparking content, and he almost always kicks ass. But will he be able to handle his opponent today? Super Saiyan Gogeta from Dragon Ball Z.
I, Gogeta, will finish you once and for all!
For interrupting my vengeance, you will pay.
Fun fact, both these guys are half Vegeta. Kind of. Technically, Super Baby's not half. Super Baby's got like 7 halves in him. Anyways, so we have Dragon Ball Z Gogeta, who I haven't seen a lot out of in this game, I'm not going to lie. Immediately slapping him through the wall. So here's the kicker, right? Z Gogeta, because he's a legitimate just 2-person big man fusion, starts off with an extra bar of health. That is huge. The kicker with Baby, what we've seen out of Baby, is that if Baby manages to transform into the Great Golden Ape, Super Baby Golden Ape, Super Saiyan Great Ape, whatever you want to call it, If Baby manages to get the transformation off, he is very, very strong. Borderline unbeatable depending on how high his health has been. We've really only seen him lose to A, other Giants in the Giants tournament, or B, if his health was already really low by the time he became a Grade 8, but he always does more damage than he takes once he becomes said Grade 8. And the fact that he's not moving right now... Okay, I thought he was going to transform for a second. He might have actually just been looking for Gogeta. But what I think he needs to do, he needs to transform into the Grade 8 form. He was trying to go Sparking just then, and he couldn't quite get it off, but he's getting his ass kicked. Both men are charging. I believe Gogeta's got a faster charge than Baby does. Baby's got maxed out skill points. Explosive Wave, trying to keep him at bay, but Gogeta's taking it to him. His fights are going so quick. Maybe it's because this map is kind of tiny as well. Baby bouncing around. He's on his feet. They're both charging. Little Death Saucer. That looked pretty sick. It's not going to save him, though. If he doesn't transform, he's cooked. That did half of his health. Do the fusions just do so much damage? Is that why these fights are going by so quickly? Do the fusions just do so much, like, insane damage that everybody's dying fast because it only takes a couple hits? Baby is in sparking mode right now. Gogeta's sizing him up. Gogeta's charging. Baby can make a move here. If he hits an ultimate, this fight immediately becomes very close. He has to win the Snap Vanish War, and he doesn't. Big Bang! And it's over.
That's the best you've got.
The mascot goes down. All right, and we're back. Up next, we have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, a menace running absolutely rampant, both in the online ranked world and in the CPU battles. He tends to do really well as well. But is there an opponent out there that could maybe be up to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's standards that can give him a real run for his money? Well, we might have that battle here for you today. Ladies and gentlemen, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the Unstoppable, up against one of the strongest enemies in Dragon Ball Super. Analzilla.
Okay, then. I'll play with you a little bit.
Does Dragon Ball GT really stack up to Dragon Ball Super? Here we have a huge fusion of a bunch of robots from a completely different universe, taking on the Super Saiyan 4 fusion to end all Super Saiyan 4 fusions. Dragon Ball GT Gogeta. And Gogeta sends Analzilla flying. They both start with an insane amount of HP, but Analzilla has more. He also opened with a super attack. He is allowed to charge, even though he's a bunch of robots, that was a crazy Snap Vanish right there by Gogeta. Able to kick the big guy around. Gogeta to help disadvantage still. Analzilla's attacks just do so much more damage per hit, too. Another thing to factor in is he's blown through the wall of the arena. This is why we did it with no people in the crowd. Analzilla's gone. Oh my god, Analzilla's gone Sparking. I don't even know what his ultimate looks like. This is it. This is it. Analzilla might take Gogeta. Tosses him into the sky. Punches him. He's got the Janemba shits. Absolutely kicks the snot out of Gogeta. Gogeta's down to 2 bars of health. And he's got a big comeback to mount if he wants to win this one. Big kick. Sends him through the arena. As the stage begins to collapse, Gogeta now charging his way up. You do not want to let Analzilla go Sparking again. He just yelled himself into Sparking again. Oh, that's bad news. That's very bad news for Gogeta, who's low on ki at the moment. Point blank, Big Bang, Kamehameha sends Analzilla flying, gets him to back up a little bit. I just want everyone to remind you that if you're enjoying the video, please feel free to like it. But another reason you should like the video is because I didn't do it from the perspective of the big robot, because if you accidentally see behind him, his ass cheeks are hanging out. You could see the big robot's ass cheeks, and y'all owe me for that one, because I could have done it from the perspective of the robot, and we have to look at his ass cheeks all day. So just go ahead and drop a like on the video for me not subjugating you to that. Anyway, he's gone Sparking again. Fight is almost even. Gogeta only down 1 bar of health now, but this ends the game if it hits. You can't do a... Oh my god, he countered it. He countered it with his own ult. The ultimates clashed, and Gogeta actually did a little damage. That being said, he can't keep taking these punches and elbows. What is this? Just made it rain down from the heavens. Gogeta has 1 bar of health in a dream. He's got to come back over 3 bars of HP, but 2 punches take all of his health away. Able to kick him away, but Gogeta's got to land a Big Bang Kamehameha or 3 to even this one out. Analzilla's too strong. countered, kicked, 1 health in a dream. There's not a single attack that Zilla can do to Gogeta that won't eliminate him at this point. Gogeta's got basically no chance in this one unless he starts comboing. Snap Vanish, he can't be touched. You gotta charge, kid. He can't be touched, not even by the Ki Blast. Not even the Ki Blast can touch him or it's all over. He's being sized up. He tried it, scared him away. Don't let him yell into Sparking! He let him yell into Sparking. You just have to block. What is this? A freaking death ball and it's a wash! Will anybody be able to take down Anal Zilla? All right, and here we are with the final fight of round 1. Who will be the last competitor moving on to round 2? In this corner, we have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. And if you are a Cell fan out there, don't worry, because he's got 1 chance left. As we have Perfect Cell taking on Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks.
You out in no time flat.
Allow me to show you the horror of perfection.
Okay, so Cell actually made the cut twice. Immediately opens with a Death Beam Barrage. Good block by Gotenks. Cell made the cut twice. I like the idea of semi-perfect Cell having Android 17 absorbed, and then perfect Cell having Android 17 and 18 absorbed. It just appealed to me, so that's why we got him in. This is the end of the tournament, meaning no other characters have made it in. If you haven't seen them yet, you're not going to see them. There are a couple of characters that could have made the cut and didn't. Fat Boo technically absorbed a Fat Kai, but, like, we didn't really see him in Z other than a flashback, and, like, I don't really care what he did before Z. I don't know. But he could have made the cut, theoretically. We could have done other forms of Super Boo, like every step of Super Boo, but it was all the same Super Boo. I know that goes against the Cell thing, but Cells just seem more impactful to use him. Omega Shenron was kind of on the cusp. There were a couple characters. Tapion technically has Hyrudegarn sealed within him, though I didn't count that as a fusion. So if you're mad that your favorite character didn't make it in, I'm sorry, but feel free to suggest a fight or a tournament that we can get them involved in the future. I know a couple people want to see a humans tournament, so I have that on my list. I think I want to do a self-sacrifice tournament of everybody like Second Form Cell and Majin Vegeta and Vegeta Blue and Super Android 17 and Base Form Super Boo, all the forms that like blow themselves up, Cybermen and the like. I'd like to do a tournament of that in the future, but if you have any ideas for tournaments or team battles, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. Also, I want to apologize for the last 2 videos. They were kind of blowouts, and I don't want to give you guys blowout team battles anymore. Ooh, and Gotenks is transforming down to make this a fair fight, even though he's already dabbing on him and kind of kicking Cell's ass. And that move sucks, and he tends to block it every time at will. Cell's got a big comeback to mount. Gotenks deep form, or yeah, powered down, but then buffed himself up. Cell with just a mere bar of health left. Gotenks with 2.5. Gotenks kind of just having his way with Cell. You know what's been crazy? With the exception of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta versus Anal Zilla, which could have gone either way in my opinion, depends on what you think of GT. Every fight in the first round has actually gone to who it probably should have gone to canonically. Including this one. Gotenks with dog walk Cell, and Gotenks is dog walking Cell. That attack has not hit him even one time. Dab on them hoes again. Wanted to be cheeky with 1 Ki Blast to end it, but Cell is just his head ain't in the game.
You won't survive this time.
Ooh, you know what? The one exception being that Dragon Ball Z Gogeta did beat Super Baby 2. Super Baby 2 probably wins that one. I don't know if there's a probably about it, but yeah, for the most part, assuming Gotenks wins this and Cell doesn't mount the biggest comeback to ever exist, as he continues to dab on them hoes. There it is. Quick punch in the ass and Cell goes down.
Now you know how tough I can really be.
Gotenks. Moving on to round 2. All right, here we are. It is time for round 2 of the Big Fusions tournament. We are at our top 8 competitors. Up first, Omega Shenron going one-on-one with Vegeta Blue.
Looks like you got a bit of fight in you after all.
This is another chance for GT to prove itself against Dragon Ball Super.
Now come at me.
I would like to see GT get some more wins. I would like to headcanon power scale Dragon Ball GT actually goes toe-to-toe with Dragon Ball Super to a point. I would like to believe Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta could throw hands with, like, I don't know, UI Goku or Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. That would be cool to me if that's how it worked. I'm sure those worlds will never properly cross, and I'm sure we'll never properly know. I know the Dragon Ball multiverse thing exists. I know they do stuff in Dragon Ball Heroes that isn't canon. But it would be cool to me if Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was roughly as strong as those guys. Maybe they couldn't fight Beerus. Maybe they couldn't fight Whis, but if they could at least hang. If Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta could at least hang with Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta for a while, that would make me very happy. So that's what I believe. Here's the cool thing about fictional media, chat, is that whatever you want to be real can be real. You just make it up. It's called headcanon. It's fantastic. That's my headcanon, and unless Akira Toriyama, rest his soul, literally comes out of the grave and tells me that's not how it works, I can believe that as long as I want. Or Toyotaro, I guess I'd have to believe him too. But anyway, here we are, and once again, the fusion is smacking up. Excuse me, the Saiyan fusion is smacking up any and all competitors in their way. Vegito not even letting this look close. Well, it's 1 bar of health. However, if this ultimate lands, it's no longer 1 bar of health. However, if these kicks keep landing, it's no longer 1 bar of health. Omega Shenron is getting dog walked. Do it to him. Oh, he could have ended it. He could have ended it. Omega Shenron is not even close to competing at this level. And once again, GT is getting waxed by Dragon Ball Super. All right, Omega Shenron able to counter it with a clash, trying to keep himself alive, but he still loses the clash. I still think that if you do a super attack and they clash with you, if you win, your super attack should still go off. However, that super... Oh my god, the Snap Vanish. Cool aura charge. Mean Snap Vanish from Omega Shenron there, trying to stick up for GT at least a little bit. You know what? If he lands an ultimate, it gets real scary. You gotta go for it. You gotta throw it. You gotta throw it now. They're both... Oh my god. Omega Shenron. Omega Shenron. Please, you're in Sparking. Make this a beam clash. I'm begging you. My life is yours, Omega Shenron. If you make this a beam clash, you fucking idiot. You piece of shit, moron, douchebag, dumb fuck, stupid head.
Huh. You look right at home laying face down in the muck.
That was fine, Omega Shenron. We think you're cool or whatever, man. Get out of my fucking tournament. Yeah, that could have been so sick, dude. We could have done a fucking beam clash. I'm not mad about it. I'll see you guys in the next fight. Here we are, fight 2 of round 2. Kefla, Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, up against... Uh-oh, we got a Saiyan versus Saiyan fusion going on here. That's Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta.
Fusion dance? I gotta try that sometime. Could we fight so I can see how it compares?
Me? Fight you? Fine by me. I'm just a little taken aback. No one usually has the courage.
That's a cool little exchange. Kefla acknowledged the fusion dance. That's pretty sick. Yeah, so if I remember right, isn't there like a little snippet or something? Or was it in this game? Did they do that in Sparking Zero? Or did it happen in the anime where Vegeta and... Where did I see this snippet from? Oh, you know what? I think it was a Heroes outtake. I think it was a little clip from Dragon Ball Heroes or something. But Jiren asked Goku and Vegeta why they didn't become Gogeta during the Tournament of Power, and they were just like, we didn't want to. We wanted to beat you on our own, jackass. Anyway. I think that was a hero snippet. Uh-oh, by the way, they're both sparking. By the way, they're both sparking. This is devastating. Kefla sidesteps it, almost flies back into it. You know me, I want to see a beam clash. Kefla was very afraid of that Kamehameha. So afraid she ran as far away as humanly possible. Meanwhile, Gogeta's just over there breaking buildings for fun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Kefla, let's Gogeta get close. Little spinning discus punch there for big damage. Kefla goes up almost a full bar of health. Kefla gonna go sparking again. Kefla's sparking again. Gogeta Stardust Breaker. Kefla blocks the Stardust Breaker. Cool-ass looking move, though. Kefla, this is not her ulti. That's super attack. I thought she was gearing up for the ulti. It looks like it has the same starting windup. Kefla kind of taking it to Gogeta here. Wait a minute. That attack connects as well. Again, Kefla maintaining almost a 1 bar health lead, a 1 health bar lead here. Gogeta literally said in that we would auto win and we wanted a challenge. Gogeta would kind of auto win against Jiren, which makes you wonder how many gods do you think... How many gods of destruction do you think Gogeta could fight? Like, not at the same time, but one-on-one. Because apparently Beerus still clears him, but... Oh, this is devastating. This is huge. She's got to snap this. She did not, in fact, snap this. And the fight is no longer even. She no longer has that minor advantage I talked about earlier. She doesn't even know where Gogeta is. Gogeta getting cocky. A little penisy. Gogeta de-transforms. Kefla not to be outdone. Kefla goes back to base. What is this about? Kefla goes back to base, buffs herself. Gogeta decides, you know what? Actually, maybe I took this too lightly. I should probably go Super Saiyan. Z Gogeta's not dead, chat. Look, Z Gogeta's back. Lands a Kamehameha instantly. Blows her out of the arena once again. Kefla is buffed right now. Can't see Gogeta. She is full on ki. Not anymore. She's moving around like that. Gogeta says, all right, now that I have the Kamehameha, I actually don't need to be full powered. And Kefla says, oh shit, now's my chance. He's not full powered, which means I can power up. I see the lightning. I think that means she's Super Saiyan 2. Kefla buffs herself. Defensive buff, and she needed it. That defensive buff is the only thing that kept her alive right there. She's now literally 1 health. Not literally, but she's really close to 1 health. Don't fly into that. Is she dead? Did he blast her with Kamehameha and then transform just to flex the W? You were kidding me.
Patara fusion is all well and good, but the fusion dance is where it's really at.
You are kidding me, dude. Kefla goes Super Saiyan 2, buffs her defense, which is just enough for her to live the Kamehameha, and then flies headfirst into another one. Gogeta hits it, knows that he took her out of the tournament, and quickly, before the round officially ends, powers up to Super Saiyan Blue just as a flex. It's downright disrespectful. Anyway, moving on to fight 3 of round 2. All right, this next fight is actually set to be a really cool one. One thing I've learned about this tournament so far is that we're getting a lot of, like, what if Vegito and Gogeta flipped scenarios, and I think those make for some really cool battles. In this one, we have Super Buu, Buuhan absorbed, or Gohan absorbed, to make Buuhan up against not Vegito in Super Saiyan form, but rather Super Saiyan Gogeta instead.
You're not Vegito.
So, this isn't the fusion of Goku and Vegeta that you're used to.
That's so fucking cool. That is so fucking cool they got that lined up. So Buuhan taking on a different fusion of Kakarot and Vegeta than he's known. Or than he's used to. That is, I love, man, maybe I'm easily pleased, but I love I'm a sucker for little dialogue options. And by the way, Z Gogeta not even given the time of day to Super Buu right now. He is piecing him the hell up. Super Buu's got to fight for his life out here, trying to hide behind that slab of concrete. Ooh, you know what? And it worked. Gogeta didn't see him charging up the Kamehameha. He gets a good blast off. And he's only down 1 bar of HP, which is what he started at. He almost got Sparking. Buuhan kind of needed Sparking there. He can still charge. He's kind of getting the upper hand on Z Gogeta here. Again, hiding behind the buildings is actually working out for him. Not in that case, but he's dodged a couple attacks and masked one of his own. God, the fusions do so much damage. Like everybody in the tournament's a fusion, but I mean specifically like Gogeta, Vegito, and the like. Just do so much damage when they attack. All right, we got a clash. They also teleported back to the middle of the venue here. I thought he'd be doing a super attack. He buffed himself. I was hoping it'd be a follow-up super to kind of equalize the health a little bit. Kamehameha. I thought he blocked it. I think he dropped the block. Again, still 1 bar of health to overcome. Not one to let him charge up too much. He snap vanished it, and then he flew back into it, I think. Super Buu knew it was coming, vanished it, and then still ended up in front of the Big Bang Kamehameha somehow. And sidestepped, and you're done. You're done. That's a single key blast there, buddy. Super Buu needs to land an ultimate. Super Buu needs to land an ultimate, and he's not even going for sparking. Oh, no. Oh, that's a sad way to go out. Later, dork. Oh, you tried your best.
What? Is that all you've got?
What a cold way to take out an opponent. Back-to-back Gogeta victories. All right, the final battle of round 1. Who will be the last competitor to make it into the top 4? On one hand, we have Analaza, and he's going one-on-one against another huge competitor. Go Tinks. The little guy.
Get real. You think you're coming out on top this time?
All right, can Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks do what Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta could not? This is exactly how he opened up against Gogeta. And it was blocked just the same. Still some decent chip damage to start off with there. You just lose a lot of your Ki Blasts. And Gotenks is literally in the ground now. And again, being the big character and all that, those attacks just do so much damage if you catch them at the wrong angle. Gotenks might have a little bit of an advantage being so small. It might be hard for Anal Zilla to actually make contact with him. Both competitors charging. That got really scary. He can be knocked out. Oh, not knocked out of it. I think Analaza snap vanished around and then accidentally stepped in front of it at the very end. He did take a little bit of that hit. He's going to yell himself sparking. He's going to yell himself sparking. Gotenks takes advantage of that and peppers him. Analaza did get his sparking up. He does have his ultimate ready. But Gotenks was very smart to take advantage of that and pepper him with Die Missile Barrage while he was doing it. That being said, Gotenks has to avoid this, so it's big damage. Gotenks, it's point blank, and it's probably an unblockable. Okay, Gotenks only down half a bar of health. That was a huge connection. I don't know how he can't see or feel the giant rumbling monster who's charging in the corner. But Gotenks only down a little over half a bar of health here. Tried to go sparking, but he got cut off. Attacking between the legs. Can he get this attack off? He does! Big connection. The fight's practically even. Gotenks buffs himself. The fight is practically even as Gotenks going to be able to take down the big guy. Another super attack. Dead even on the health. If we had a timer on this one and it went out, it would go to a tie. Like, he yelled himself sparking again. That is such a crazy strong move that he can yell himself into sparking. All right, another screen blast from Gotenks. Uh-oh. Notice how he got point blank, too. Gotenks, who's charging, you can see the charging aura, but he can't dodge this. He does! Gotenks dodged it and then de-transformed again as a flex. He did this last round as well. Dab on them hoes and then get crushed. Uh-oh, wait, de-transforming might not have been your smartest move here. Both of them charging. Analaza rains the attack down from above, and he has a slight advantage. Gotenks realizing he's in a little danger. Goes back up to Super Saiyan. Maybe he got a little bit too cocky going or leaving Super Saiyan 3. Can this connect? Not if he gets snap vanished, it can't. Galactic Donut.
I haven't even begun to get started yet.
Gotenks buffs himself. And then freezes. Oh, here we go. All right, he realized he made a mistake. He realized powering down wasn't the smartest thing he could have done, but is it too late? Is it too late? No, Gotenks! Oh, man. And the big bad Analaza moves on to the semifinals. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the biggest, the baddest matchup in semifinals history. This is one a lot of people have been waiting on for a long time. We got Super Saiyan Blue Vegito going head-to-head with, if there was anybody who was his arch rival, it would be Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta.
If I'm the stronger one, we don't need the Batara anymore, huh? I refuse to lose to someone who transforms with such a dumb-looking pose.
I don't know why I got blurry in the end there. Maybe their power is too much for us to comprehend. Vegito versus Gogeta. The end-all, be-all in the fusion battles that we've seen before. Here meeting now only in the semifinals of this tournament. Snap Vanish War begins. Vegito wins the first exchange. Gogeta has more damage dealt so far, though. Vegito going sparking, and it's already scary in here. It's already scary in here. Anybody's game. This fight can end in a moment's notice for any reason. Final Kamehameha.
Final Kamehameha.
And Gogeta tried to counter it. Gogeta tried to counter it with a common Ki Blast. And he got blowed away for it. You gotta dodge this. Gogeta doesn't dodge this! What are you doing, man? Gogeta throwing the fight heavy. Stardust Breaker. Vegito. It got blocked by the wall. Gogeta kind of got knocked into a weird spot, so the Stardust Breaker wasn't able to connect there. I don't know if Vegito was ready for it. Gogeta. Getting some offense in now. Got the upper hand on Vegito. Vegito powers himself up. Gives himself a little buff. Charging in each other's face. The blue blast flying everywhere. Gogeta's got to land a big super attack to even this fight up. He's doing a really good job chipping away at Vegito little by little, but I think it's going to take at least one big move. Oh, Vegito's got blue Ki Blast. Vegito has yellow Ki Blast. Gogeta has blue Ki Blast. We got a clash. Gogeta kind of needs this, but he won't get it. Vegito wins. Gogeta with 1 bar of health remaining. He's charging on the other side of that wall. He steps up. They're eyeing each other down. Oh, this is intense. No, the flex D transformation. This bit Gotenks in the ass earlier. Explosive wave. Gogeta coming right back in. Gogeta with no health left. An ultimate puts Vegito away. Stardust Breaker! They blew up. Nobody won. They canceled each other out. Vegito again! Gogeta blocked it. Chip damage. He's down to 1.
Let's do this. I'll give you something good.
Gogeta barely over top of that one. Gogeta now gonna what the fuck? This is the craziest comeback of all time. Except it isn't.
Patara style fusion is the strongest there is.
And there you have it. Vegito. Moving on to the finals of the Fusion Tournament. Who will his opponent be? Here we are in the last fight of round 3. This is the semifinals. Winner goes on to take on Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. In the final matchup, it is none other than Dragon Ball Z Gogeta. Still out here fighting for the Gogetas. There's still one left, but he's got to take down the biggest, baddest monster to step in the arena.
Nor Vegeta. I am the one who will destroy you.
Analaza's already defeated Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but to be fair, he beat Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta almost easily, and then Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks gave him a run for his money. So maybe the weaker his opponent is, the stronger he actually fights against them. Though there's probably a debate as to if Super Saiyan 1 Gogeta, or Super Saiyan 2 Gogeta even, could beat Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks in a straight-up fight, because the dads were just so much stronger than the kids were. But we'll see. Gogeta off to a good start here. He's actually got a 1 health bar advantage. Analzilla trying to fight back, but sort of getting kicked around and crashed through the side of the arena. All right, Gogeta, you just got to be careful to never, ever get hit. And I know it's really easy to say and not very easy to do. Aside from his ultimate, his attacks tend to be a little bit easier to avoid because he's so big and therefore moves a little slower. Good snap vanish by Zilla. Good snap vanish by Zilla to dodge the Big Bang Kamehameha there, but it's not going to stop Gogeta from tuning up on him, and Gogeta's got a decent health bar advantage now. I don't think we've never had to see Analaza come from behind. He usually gets up really early and then just clings to his lead until he wins it, but he does it by spamming this ultimate. So we'll see if Analaza's capable of making a comeback as he comes flying in at light speed. Gogeta dodges, but only for a moment, and an ultimate here puts Analaza in the lead by a good amount. Notice how it only takes a couple of attacks to connect for Analaza for him to even up the fight completely. It's as I was saying earlier, his attacks are slower because he's much bigger. But despite them being slower, if he does manage to land them, they do significantly more damage on average. Not an ultimate attack, but raining from the heavens. Is Gogeta gonna block this? No, he's gonna snap vanish it like a Giga Chad. What the fuck? Little snap vanish war. Analaza sends Gogeta flying. Analaza charging. Gogeta now charging. This is Dragon Ball Z Gogeta, which means he is just Super Saiyan. He does not de-transform. He cannot transform up. He is just chilling here, and whether this is Super Saiyan 1 or 2 or whatever, and he just hangs out here. Big swing and a miss. That attack could have been devastating if the grab would have landed. Gogeta clinging onto a half health bar lead right now. Analaza with 2 bars of health. Gogeta with 2.5. Gogeta getting his charge on. Analaza slowly making his way over. This attack cannot connect, but Analaza snap vanishes it anyway. That's insane. A big guy to be moving that quick. Snap vanish war right now. That could have gone anyway. You see all the snaps they did? Couple big swings. Good counter. Super counter by Gogeta. Kicks him away. That's up. Thank God he didn't land on anyone's house. He did, however, take out the rest of the stadium. Analaza just yelled himself sparking. Analaza yells himself into sparking. And this fight could be over if his ultimate connects. Fight could completely end right now if the ultimate lands. That's how low they are. Gogeta. Doing a lot of sizing his opponent up. It's almost like he's afraid to charge sometimes because he's looking out for this. This is the ultimate. This could end it. You can see Gogeta's point blank. He's got to snap banish it. And he doesn't. Is it enough to kill? Oh, no. Gogeta's in trouble. And okay, there's no way you don't see him. There's no way you don't know where he is. He's the giant monster charging in the very middle of the arena right in front of your face. How do you not see him? How do you not see him? He's now throwing another death ball at your stupid ass head. And just like that. Can anybody defeat Analazia? I said his name wrong, sorry. It's actually pronounced Analzilla. All right, here we go, people. It is time for the big grand finale of the Fusions tournament. Vegito, who is proven to be the ultimate human / Saiyan / person level looking fusion, human-sized fusion, up against Analazia, who happens to be the destroyer of worlds, the fusion ender, the end-all be-all. Can David slay Goliath? Can Beast slay the giant? Let's find out in our fusion finale.
I would rather fight against someone stronger than you.
And here we go. Analazia is starting off with his typical move of making it rain down from the heavens. It's like his go-to opener. Vegito easily working his way around that, and Vegito begins the charge. Analazia sizing him up a little bit. Oh my god, a lot of Analazia twerking on it for a second. And Vegito's got him on the ropes, and there's the big yell to equalize it. Vegito's already taken a bar of health down, though. Vegito getting a lot of physical damage in. We saw last round, Analazia is more than capable of mounting a comeback from behind. Will Vegito give him the opportunity to do so? Vegito's taken a bar and a half. Analazia has yet to take half a bar. He appears to be frozen in a lot of scenarios, but now he's going to yell himself into sparking. And that is an immediate equalizer if he lands this unblockable ultimate or even attempts to throw it at point-blank range. Big elbow. Vegito kicks off the side. Analazia comes in. He could throw that ultimate at any moment, crushing the build, and Vegito in the process. Vegito's going to buff himself. Analazia has a couple seconds left to ult if he's going to. I'm on the edge of my seat. I was waiting for ulti. No ultimate came out, but Analazia did almost even the fight up while he was in sparking. Meanwhile, Vegito goes between the legs. Smashed. Analazia going for his super attack. The grab connects. Uh-oh. Vegito getting knocked around. And a big hit sends him flying, and this fight is almost completely even. Analazia got a little less than half a bar of HP up on Vegito. Vegito trying to remedy that problem now. Big scream counter. Anybody's game. This one is airtight. Can Vegito slay the giant? Who is the ultimate fusion? Vegito going to work. Kicking Analazia around, but Analazia stops, goes for the scream. Vegito finishes the scream. Is he one step ahead of the beast? Big Ki Blast follow-up. Snap banish. Analazia was ready for it that time. Analazia still only half a bar down, and like I said, he mounted a comeback on Z Gogeta just last round. Both these competitors had to defeat a Gogeta to get here. Analazia actually defeated 2 Gogetas to get here. Analazia sizing up Vegito while he charges. They're waiting for his moment to strike, and he does. Analazia only half a bar of health. Can Vegito slay the giant? Can Vegito slay the beast? The yell counter. Keep in mind, both of them are within a range of like any ultimate kills. Vegito can land a super attack that kills. You can tell Analazia is panicking. He keeps spamming that scream attack, but he was missing it. Vegito clubbed over the head. Analazia 2 hit. Vegito down to his final bar. He's trying to hit Ki Blast. They're keeping their distance. 1 Ki Blast. It only takes 1 more Ki Blast. Vegito's behind him. Fist up the ass, and it's over.
It'll take a lot more than that to make me taste defeat.
The monster has been slayed, and Vegito has won. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Vegito is your ultimate fusion. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, I have actually enabled membership, so if you guys want to start seeing videos 1 day early, click that little join button. Any tier of membership lets you see the videos 1 day early. The 2nd tier of membership lets you gain access to our Discord. We have a bunch of Dragon Ball chats and stuff. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the tournament. Looking forward to the next one. See you then. Peace.